Hi all, hope you are doing fine and well. So today we are going to discuss another important poem which is in your syllabus, The Clown's Wife by Johnson Agard. I hope you all like this poem, and this is a very small but meaningful poem which is in your syllabus. So let's look at the poem. First, let's look at the poet, Johnson Agard. So, he is a popular playwright, poet, short story writer, and a children's story writer. So, John Agard was born on 21st June 1949 in British Guyana. He worked for the Guyana Sunday Chronicle newspaper as a sub-editor and feature writer before moving to England in 1977. So in 1993, he was appointed writer in residence at the South Bank Centre, London, and became a poet in residence at the BBC in London. Also, he is an appointment credited as a part of a scheme run by the Poetry Society in London. So, after reading all these things, you can understand that he is a well popular poet, playwright, short story writer, in short, a very distinguished literate. So, let's look at the poem The Clown's Wife. About my husband, the clown, what could I say? On stage, he's a different person. Up there, he's a king on a throne, but at home, you should hear him mourn. Now, when you look at the title of the poem, it is The Clown's Wife. So, it is not a clown's wife, the. The definite article the is used there. That means this can be applicable or can be applied to any clown or any person who is suffering from his work burden and all. And this poem is seen through the eyes of the clown's wife. Now, the first sentence itself is a rhetorical question. About my husband the clown, what could I say? The clown's wife is asking the question from herself, what could she say about the husband? That means there's plenty of things that she could say, but she can't gather the words to say. So, let's move on to the next stanza. On stage, he is a different person. Up there, he is a king on a throne, but at home, you should hear him mourn. Now, what can you tell about that? On the stage, he has a different personality. So, on the stage, what is he doing? He is doing his job. So, when he is doing his job, he has a great personality. He is mesmerizing the audience. So, in short, what is the role of a clown? Yes, he is making others happy. He is bringing a smile to others' face. You know, it's not an easy task. So, but inside you can see, at home, his reality is seen. What is he doing? He is mourning, he is crying, he is weeping. So, what might be the reason? Now, up there he is a king on a throne. What does the king symbolizes? Yes, king. Of course, when a king is on the throne, he has the full authority. He has the full recognition. Everybody is looking at him. In short, he's a cynosure of everybody. The king. So he's more like a king when he's doing the profession. But there's always tears behind that laughter, behind that hard work. So the wife, being the closest associate of the clown, sees him crying at home, which means, is he happy with what he is doing? No. So let's move on to the poem. The moment he walked through that door without that red nose and them funny clothes, he seems to have the world on his shoulder. Now, in the second stanza, the poet expresses why is he unhappy. Okay, so from the wife's point of view, the moment he walked through that door, the moment he quit the stage, he is performing plays. The red nose and the funny clothes that he is wearing, you can see in the picture also, he seems to have the world on his shoulder. What do you mean by world on his shoulder? The worldly problems. Maybe the hard work that he is doing is not compensated with the salary he gets. So he is simply unhappy. He has other problems, that these jobs are underpaid. It is not simply just a clown, a person who is doing all the hard work for the job, and if he is underpaid, he has lot of burden once he comes out. And he is doing the hardest thing because he has to put on a smile and make others laugh at him while he himself is crying inside. Now, the significance that I have taken the pictures for this poem from the movie Joker is also the same. If you have watched the movie, you know that, right? How many tears are there like behind that laughter? Although he's considered a villain at the end, I'm talking of the movie. So how miserable the real life of Joker is. Okay, so let's move on. I do my best to cheer him up, poor soul. I juggle with eggs, I turn cartwheels, I tell jokes, I do my latest card trick. I even have a borrow of his red nose. Now, in the previous one also, if you could see, I couldn't highlight that. So, the moment he walks through that door without that red nose and them funny clothes. Okay, so did you notice that there's a grammar error here? Yes, and here also I do my best to cheer him up, poor soul. So, in short, it should be I do my best to cheer him up, poor soul. But the writer has used I do me best. What does that signify? The usage of the wrong grammar or the wrong choosing of word. So it symbolizes their class. They are not from the elite class or something. They are from the working poor class. They are not much educated, so their literacy level and all these pathetic situation of them, their social status, social standards are shown through the language as well. Okay, I do my best to cheer him up, poor soul. Now, the wife is doing whatever possible to make the clown happy. So, according to the poet, she juggles with egg, turn cartwheels, tell jokes, do the latest card trick, and even have a borrow of his red nose. Now, do you think that once the husband turns back home, is she wearing that red nose? Is she telling, maybe telling jokes, of course, possible, or juggling with eggs once they come back? No. Simply, the writer is telling that now these are the things that the clown does to make the audience happy, to make the audience cheerful. So, wife is doing whatever is in her power to make the husband happy. So you can say she is a sort of a very good, devoted and loving and caring wife. She can't stand him mourning. So she can see the pain. She is the closest associated to him. So she can't bear up that to see him in pain. So therefore, she is doing whatever in her power to make him happy. So simply that is mean by this part. Okay. So the wife is doing whatever possible to make the clown happy. Let's move on. But does he say how he feels? But he doesn't say exactly how he feels. Doesn't say what is bothering him inside. Just sits there saying almost to himself, "Oh life, our life, what would I do without this clown of a wife?" So, although the wife wants to be a part of his grief, to share with his feelings, does the clown ready for it? No, he's not ready. He doesn't want to give that same burden he is going through to the wife. He doesn't want to share the burden with the wife, which shows that he's more like an introvert person who is keeping his own feelings to himself. Maybe he loves the wife and he doesn't want her to be bothered with his feelings, but to see her loved one being bothered about all the problems, it makes her more unhappy than sharing the burden with him. So, he doesn't say what is bothering him inside. The wife wants to know what is bothering him inside. What is the real problem? Because he doesn't say that thing. So, we have to assume the pain. Just sits there saying almost to himself, "Oh life, our life, what would I do without this client of a wife?" So if I didn't have this wife, what would my life be? Simply he is asking the question. So he shows his gratitude for the wife for the effort she makes to make him happy. At the last stanza, he gives all the credit, but it can't be helped. Okay, so simply that is the poem, that is the life, that is the life of a person. So you can see this poem, we can analyze it in like these questions. Let's see. So what is the main idea implied through the poem? So you can take it something like this. So it is the pathetic life of a clown. Okay, or else if you look at the themes, appearance is not the reality. You can't judge a person with the appearance. Okay, so maybe like you might have seen people wearing this kind of clothes in front of the shopping malls to promote their items or new products, and sometimes maybe they have not even drunk water even, right? Or maybe they haven't eaten, so they're sweating inside in the heat, especially in a country like Sri Lanka. So sometimes some people go and punch them. You don't know that how much difficult that person is going through. He might be, although he's wearing this clown's mask and all, he might be somebody else's son, somebody else's husband, somebody else's father, and a family is waiting for his arrival. So think twice. Okay, whose point of view the poem is narrated? It's very easy. It's from the clown's wife's point of view. And what is the tone of the poem? You can see a lot of pain here, frustration, and the tone is really melancholic. Okay, so she's a bit tensed. She doesn't know what is going to happen like this. How can you relate this poem to the category of life? That is quite easy, because this is the life of the clown, life of the clown's wife, life of anybody who is not satisfied with their job. Life is life of anybody like who wear a happy face but inside who is crying. What can you tell about the relationship between the clown and the wife? Of course, you can see like clown's wife, and both they have the gratitude and love and caringness towards each other. But what sort of a person the clown is, as I discussed, is a bit of an introvert person. He likes to keep feelings to himself. He doesn't want to share the pain with the wife. Right, let's move on. So if you look at here, it's not easy to make others laugh, especially while you yourself is suffering or grieving inside. That is the hardest job ever, right? The poet makes the reader aware of the pathetic side of the life of a clown, and it can be applicable to lives of people in general. What we see always is not the true picture. Appearance is not always the reality. So remember, you can't judge a book by the cover. So the thing is, we can't judge anybody with their costume, with their happy face, right? Okay, so I think I'm telling the perfect example here is the movie Joker. So how he struggles hard to put on a happy face. The poem Clown's Wife, which comes under the theme of life, is about the life of a clown. The life of the clown is depicted through the eyes of his wife. The poem shows the difference between the appearance and reality. He has a dual personality, his public life and the private life. So you can say the dual personality of the celebrities even. A lot of celebrities, of course, in our country or even abroad, okay, they have their private life and the public life. For public, of course, they are very happy and cheerful people, but at home they are like, maybe they are not so happy. They have their problems. Maybe you might have seen some artists who died like even being unable to pay their hospital bills. So we think they are damn rich, but inside they are not like that. So they are underpaid. People, the onlookers of the clown, may think that he lives a very happy and always smiles as he performs on the stage. But according to the poem, it's not so. His happiness is a pretense. His wife says, though he is a king on a throne, he is mourning or crying when he is at home. But the world doesn't know about that, how pathetic the life of the clown is. At home, the wife plays the role of the clown and tries to make him laugh by doing various tricks and jokes. But he cannot laugh as there is something inside him. He doesn't say the reason for his grief. Instead, he talks to himself and says, "Oh life, our life, what would I do without this clown of a wife?" Okay, right. So, the image of the clown is sympathetic. The clowns have to put on a happy face before the audience to make them laugh. Though he plays the role of an entertainer as a human being, he has many grievances which others cannot see or understand. On the other hand, he is unhappy, maybe because he gets a low salary for his work. Moreover, the wife of the clown is presented as caring and loving person in the poem. She tries her best to cheer him up at home. It seems that the wife is a solace to the unhappy life of the clown. So, the poem deals with the difference between the appearance and reality, and also the hardships and the suffering of the poor. So, the techniques used, of course, figurative language, world on his shoulder, use of simple and colloquial language which shows the social class and all, irony, he gives laughter to others on the stage, but he himself is unhappy and his wife has to cheer him up at home. Also, you can see the contrast of appearance and reality. So, I hope you got a sort of a clear understanding about the poem. So, if you like the video, make sure that you like it, share it, and subscribe my channel. So, thank you so much and stay safe. See you guys.